You mentioned something I do want to pick up on, and certainly we'd mentioned this just before we went on air, that the world is ever changing. We're getting faster. So, and as we noted, Prolego, and in fact, before we were chatting, Prolego is a services organization. You mentioned that. That's what you guys are. You don't have a product that you sell, but you are a services organization. I'd like to maybe give you and Kevin just a moment to explain from a high level the major offerings that you can offer to clients. Like, where's your value add?
So the way we think about the market today is that all organizations exist on an AI maturity curve. On the far right, we have organizations that have achieved an exponential level of growth by leveraging AI. And these are the usual suspects like Google, Facebook, those for whom AI is already deeply embedded within their organizations, and all levels of the organization know how to access it. On the far left, we have the organizations that are in the early stages of just exploring AI. Maybe they have a few pilot projects on which they've seen a positive ROI. And then we have the organizations in the middle that are truly in the transformative phase. And it's mainly towards those organizations that we actively play a role in supporting them and scaling up their AI operations. So it's basically those types of organizations are encountering new to world problems that have never been solved for before. And every client situation is a little bit different, requires a little bit a different type of approach or support in order to help them solve the very specific data challenges that they're experiencing within their organization. And at Prolego, we have an experienced team of, we're up to 10 individuals now who have deep experience in helping large organizations navigate the whole bevy of organizational issues that they're going to experience as they try to scale up from those early pilot programs that have proven successful and scale that and distribute it across a large global enterprise. And that's really where we add value.
And actually, when I was on your website as well, I saw that it says, don't ask us if we can do it, ask us how we have already done it. Is it possible that you or Kevin could highlight maybe a possible business outcome that you've recently delivered where you can where a listener could get the value and impact that was delivered? Maybe something around the patterns that you mentioned in the AI book in 90 days?
Sure. I can take that one. So I think, if you look at what we do, ultimately we've realized that the value people get from us is not around just the engineering work we do. And we're always going to be an elite engineering team. The majority of our employees have advanced engineering degrees, PhDs. We really found that our clients value us because we're helping transform and change the organization. And the area I would say we're seeing the most interesting growth is around natural language processing, which is one of the product patterns we talk about in the book. And that's for three reasons. One is that the cost is falling exponentially. The second reason is that the performance is reaching near human level. And the third is just the business impact is so high. We have millions of people whose entire job is to read, sort, pull information out of unstructured text documents. And it's just a massive cost center of most organizations, and usually that ends up being the least interesting part of somebody's job. And so to the degree we can start offloading that to computers, organizations are going to get more efficient, and they're going to save money, and it's going to be a lot more rewarding for the people doing the work. So recently, as an example, we did a 6-week pilot project for a client where we helped them build an advanced NLP project using NLP Transform. It's a very similar use case to what we described inside the comic book. And that project is the client is estimating it's going to save them about $3 million a year in labor costs once it gets fully implemented. And so that's the example. Now that would have taken $1 million and 2 years of work to do 3 or 4 years ago. But the speed and the impact you can make with this technology is changing so fast.
And just so people know, where can they get the Adventures in AI comic book? Where could we point them to?
Certainly, we can provide a link to that, but it's also, there's a sign-up form on our website. You have to provide us your mailing address and we'll drop a copy for you in tomorrow's mail. There's no charge. We'd like to get it out to as many people as we possibly can, especially those that would really enjoy this type of content. So
just Prolego.com.
Yeah, Prolego. I was going to say that. Thank you, Kevin. Prolego, Prolego.com, yes?
That's correct.